Alright guys, so I feel called to share this message, so we're going to. From those of you that joined us in part 2 channel messages, there's a message in here for us. But before I do, I want to do a little bit of purification work, get this flame lit. And there was one last thing I wanted to talk about in channel messages, and now I remember what it was. Well, on part 1 anyways. Now within here is a mixture of sage, sweetgrass, and cedar. Guys, I love working with sage, sweetgrass, and cedar, but I am going to get into a few other ones here, but I have to go and get the materials. It smells like heaven. Smudging will change your life. I just remember when my father got sick and he was in the hospital, and the native elders came in, and we got to spend time with the people of the First Nations and learning how to smudge and learning what smudging means. And I was taught how to do it properly. And then later on, I met a spirit person, and they were a shaman, and continued on understanding the sacredness of smudging. What a beautiful gift. And speaking of gifts, guys, what I did want to speak about in part 1 was the fact that we've been juicing around here. It's a serious juice base.
Get juiced.
And this is really purifying within. This is high vibe juicing. You know, it's so funny because I had a whole bunch of empty wine bottles, and I ain't been drinking, guys. You know I don't drink. Okay, I don't drink anymore. But filled them up with juice and was pouring them. My brother's like, "You're juicing it up." And yeah, guys, we get to laugh. We get to add the element of humor. I was laughing about this greatly and thinking about how much I've changed because of the spiritual quest. And I don't have any desire to drink. I don't have any desire to do the things I used to do, to get in the lust templates, to feed off my impulses in lower vibrational ways. Creating with stability of the light and having stability of the light has changed my life. And this new person that has been birthed anew is the person I was always meant to be. And this person is trustworthy, loyal, honorable, compassionate, tolerant, kind, gifted, spiritual. Have some of this now. Remember too, whatever color we're working with is what chakra we're working with. Now there's many colors within here, but it's mostly orange because of the turmeric, fresh turmeric, and fresh carrots. But there's also ginger in here, lime, lemon. I think we even threw in a few tomatoes. But we've been having a great time juicing together as a family. It's brought us together. Now, oh, there's some onions in here. Sweat these out your armpits. But see, guys, I eat onions and garlic. I eat that stuff. You know what? If someone doesn't like the way I smell, it's their problem, not mine. I'm honoring health. I'm honoring working with my body. And if it is something, an insecurity of yours, then do it at you know, when you're alone and the times you feel called to be alone. But see, this is the thing. We've activated our confidence. That's what's happened, guys. There's a message that came through. I want to share it with you. We've had the activation of our confidence. We got our confidence back through care and through caring about practicing the art of self-love, caring about self, caring about others, caring about the earth, life, unconditional love. We got our confidence back. And it's beautiful. And it feels good and it's healing. All right, guys, I want to share this message. And yes, we're working with our sacral chakra. This has to do with creation. But guys, we're working with all of our chakras here, okay? But what there has been here is there's been a recalibration with the root. And that work's been done with the Earth Star. Remember, this is connected to metamorphosis, death. And we've done much work with the Earth Star and healing with the Underworld. And understanding that the Underworld is not a place to fear. Where they've put a fear here, there's a reason for that. We've brought back the sacredness to the Underworld. And understand that there's a connection between the Underworld and the upper world. We're doing this through the middle world. We're doing this through the center, okay? We're not fearing this space and place anymore. We've gone within the lower world. We've healed there. We've done a soul retrieval work and we understand this. This was part of our metamorphosis. And this is where we saw that the serpent was part of us. The serpent always has been a part of us. But we were tricked. We were deceived. And understanding that we don't have to fear that serpent is connected to the ego, that serpent is connected to our metamorphosis, and we are moving our energies up our chakras in order to have this elevation. And we're gonna bust through the crown here with a third eye activation. And there's much healing activated here, and we are going to speak more about this on our Facing the Death template special. The release. Metamorphosis. There is no need to fear the unknown. Liberation and complete freedom await your surrender to eternal love. Release can feel like a physical or emotional death. Kali, the Hindu goddess of death, time, and change, reminds us that death is not the end, but merely a release, a shift, and a renewal. The larger part of us is eternal. We let go of our bodies, but really there is only life and more life. Time is the mechanism that spreads out our manifestations so we can hone and create more of our dreams. Without change, everything would come to a standstill, and we would become replicators instead of creators. That's powerful information, powerful words. Kali can release you from the fear of death and the unknown so you can be free to love. The release is a portent of radical change. Something has left. The release is connected to radical change. Something has left or is leaving your life, causing you to grieve. The loss of, well, guys, I'm going to say it how I felt called to say it. The release is a portal to radical change. Something has left or is leaving your life, causing you to grieve. The loss of a person, situation, or belief is part of a natural cycle. Accept and embrace the inevitable conclusion that provides the space for something new. Choose to resonate with the new vibration that someone or something has become, and you will never feel separated again. Love, trust, and courage are required to overcome the shock of a sudden ending. Fill the space between the old and the new with love to shield you from grieving the past and to foster hope in a bountiful future. One day, very soon, you will wake up knowing this was the beginning of a new you. And of course, this is our connection to death, transformation, unexpected change, loss, and illness. And guys, I was called to wear this shirt today because I was told we are beginning our migration. It's official, guys. It's official. The butterfly spreads its wings and flies home. Guys, this juice is great. And give yourself time. You know, if you're switching your diet to more high vibe, give yourself time because your brain needs time to switch over. Of course, if you've been eating a lot of junk food, it's gonna, and it's addicted to that junk food, it's gonna still be craving it. Give yourself time to switch over. Now, guys, I've been doing this for so long, purifying with the diet in order to heal the body, mind, soul, and let my spirit expand with my spirit. I don't want junk food. I'm so glad to have healed from the addiction part. I'm thankful for that, and I'm gonna honor that today because that was really hard to be addicted. But that's because I was out of whack, I was out of balance, and I needed to heal where I was out of whack and balance, and I needed to heal my wounds. Because you can't build off pain. Well, you can build off pain, but we know what that happens. Well, we know what happens when you build off pain. I'm not building off pain. I'm building off what is healed in order to create a new. But honoring that my pain was part of the activation to my light. You know, our pain body activates our light body. All right, what is this transformation connected to? And we know the end of Scorpio season is connected to the beginning of Sagittarius season. So that's where we had an ending to begin again. That's where it happened. That's why this is happening. Okay? So, we have the restoration to innocence with the mother. And that activated sacred knowledge with the sun, the element of air, in order to liberate us with the father, the fire. And now we're expanding with the element of air through our reflections with the Father. But there's one more message in here, guys. And that's the one that we're going to be sharing. I guess there's two. Emergence. We're emerging from our descent. We descended with the earth in order to rise with the Father. To emerge with the Father. That's what this is about. Descent. Step down from ways that no longer support you. No matter how high we've climbed in our career or worldly status, at some point we must descend. Great civilizations eventually fall, growth reaches a peak, and decline follows. Even the best of times come to an end. Descent drops us into the cave of human experience. Loneliness and isolation crowd in. Friends from happier times vanish, and we are abandoned to our lots. Yet treasures await us below if we accept our fall with positivity. We become more humble, like the story of the Velveteen Rabbits. We become more real. Many seek a spiritual focus after divorce. the death of a loved one, or the loss of fortune. Descent removes obstacles that separate us from the great mystery. It is like finding light at the bottom of a well, or discovering that beneath the lowest abyss lies the portal to infinity. And this is healing with the energy of the opposites through the center point. Humble yourself to the will of the universe. Accept descent and be willing to learn the lessons of the current hardship. Loss helps us get to the bottom of things and see what lies beneath. After soaring the heights, we find the good old earth. We find that the good old earth feels pretty comfortable underfoot. And this has to do with this, like, we have to heal with separation, right? So it's like, in old earth, we've been programmed to believe that perfectionism and being perfect and being good means we're worthy. But it's not true. So when we've healed and expanded and, healed through the center point with the energy of the opposites, we see that it's highs and lows and what's in between those highs and lows. It's the whole thing. It's the whole picture. And that the descent is part of life. The negative is part of life. And if we make mistakes or we're in the negative, it doesn't mean we're not worthy. We're not worthy of the positive. We're not worthy of the gifts of this world. That's a trick that's been played on us. But remember, we've seen through this. We're seeing through this. So, treasure hunt is the theme of this card. Its element is earth, number 2, and the phase was decline. Guys, this is where we were. This is what was happening to us in order to understand this. You even heard the connections in here, okay? But now we're emerging with the fire. Sagittarius season is here. This solar eclipse in Sagittarius, guys, I'm lit. Did I say I'm lit? Guys, and within this card, you can see there is our connection to the lunar eclipse and the solar eclipse. Just spectacular. Breakthrough to the next level. Life is a series of phases with occasional abrupt transitions. Like a giant staircase, we spend a long time in each stage before emerging into the next. Our bodies grow through... Guys, I can't speak. That's because the message is coming through. Okay, the message is coming. So it's like guys, we get comfortable, okay? And it's like we think we want to elevate more. We want to live up here, Like, let's just say here's the center point. Here's up and here's down. And we want to live up here. And we're trying to get further and further. And then we take a descent and we're like, what the heck? I just crashed. I crashed my energy bus. What's going on? But as you crash, it gives you the positive charge within the negative to see everything that you just had, to give you all that gratitude for where you just were. And we need to have that gratitude, because we lose it sometimes, guys. It's just been human nature, right? We lose it. We can't remember everything all the time. We're learning to remember more and more. But remember, this is evolution. This is evolution of the species. We need to honor time here somehow, okay? We need to honor time. Remember, time is not controlling us, but we're honoring things and how long things can take here, how long healing can take. It's like, you felt pain. You just want to feel better. You're going to feel better in 2 minutes. Well, you just fed an impulse. But, you're going to feel better in 2 weeks. And then in 2 weeks, expands to 2 months, and you're going to shapeshift even more. You're going to feel that much more better. And then in 2 years, whoa. And then in 5 years, you grew a whole new self. In 2 decades, wow, mamma mia, what just happened? Lifetimes went by. We have to heal with time here. There's a surrender here. Okay, so that message came through. Let's get back on track. Life is a series of phases with occasional abrupt transitions. Like a giant staircase, we spend a long time in each stage before emerging into the next level. Our bodies grow, and they go through periods of growth, fertility, and maturity. Similarly, our spiritual awareness evolves in planes of understanding and awakening. We slowly integrate until unexpectedly one day we've arrived at a new level. You may feel like a part of you has been in a cocoon or in hibernation for forever. Or you may feel you've been in a storm of chaos and difficulties without end. Either way, many elements need to be organized inside before we can emerge. The breakthrough means we are finally past the dormancy or blockage. Awareness and intentionality help us to bridge between the preparation stage and our emergence. Patience and endurance can help us stay in tune with the natural timing of our growth. Don't force or rush the process. Just let it unfold. Keep working steadily towards the goal. Trust that the veils will part and the universe will reveal its secrets to you. And this is all in divine timing. And trusting that you're evolving for your greater good, even through the negative. Be the positive charge. Add the positive charge. Find the gratitude within it in order to shapeshift it. Give yourself permission to give yourself that gift. So, we're working with fire. Number 9 in our beginning, this has to do with nurturing our alignment, the time we're in, our connection to working with Sagittarius and La Luna herself. And the artwork on here is Artemis parting the veil. Guys, we've left the cocoon. We left it. We left it. Lit. I'm losing my voice. I'm so lit. And what's funny, I'm gonna laugh if I have juice all over. Guys, I've been drinking so much juice, I've been literally having like juice happy lines. Okay, so we're gonna celebrate. We're gonna celebrate our wisdom. As we've honored reversal, we've honored healing through the energy of the opposites through the center point. 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11. Okay. All right. Where are we going? We're going to the dream cards because we're nurturing a dream with creation and Gaia, Mother Earth, and I want to see what it is. Oh, what just flew out? 2 cards. Chased. What are you running away from? What is making you feel overwhelmed? What are you afraid or unwilling to face? And trust. Trust yourself and the universe's plan for you. Do not give your trust to others lightly. When one door closes, another opens. See, guys? Opportunities knocked. Opportunity has knocked. Oh, guys, look, we're speaking to the Oracle right now. Okay, what is this stream connected to? The stream time. There it is. Dreams. Guys. There it is. We're expanding. Death. What parts of you, your habits, need changing? How do you feel disconnected with yourself and with others? Have you been neglecting your physical or emotional health? And we know when we last met up the time before the mountains, health is the new wealth. And it always has been, but we saw through that trick. Death is a symbol of an ending of something and changes that will follow. And its themes are injury, illness, a loved one dying, dreamer's death, and guys, we're actually going to really talk about the negative here, killing. And we have killed here, but humans have been killing off life here. Life does get killed, and as well as humans do get killed. If you dream of a loved one, and guys, we're going to heal through this. Remember, guys, we do shadow work. We do shadow work here. So we're going to put the light on it. We don't need to fear it. We don't need to run from it. We're going to heal with it. We're going to heal through it. We're going to expand. If you dream of a loved one or someone you know dying, it suggests that you feel disconnected from that person in real life. If you can indicate an end of a relationship as it was, whether the person is a colleague, friend, partner, or family, sometimes the people who die in your dreams represent parts of yourself that you have lost, or that no longer serve you. And guys, these are just indications. Take what information resonates with you and what doesn't. I've looked into dreams before, and some of it has resonated with me, some of it hasn't. This is about using your instincts. Death represents an ending of a chapter in your life. It should not be considered negative. It is much like a rite of passage. It is a new beginning that holds many opportunities for you. The chance to begin again and embrace new emotional or physical experiences, or both. Dreams of death of an ex-spouse or former lover reflect the separation of the relationship, and that you now have the knowledge to move on. Dreaming of your own death is about evolving and developing into a new you. All ways of seeing things have passed on, passed over, expired, and other uses for death. Well, other words used for death, guys, okay? New self-awareness is coming into being so that you can move forward in your life. Death, therefore, heralds a new birth. Killing as part of a dream action symbolizes a transition in the dreamer's life. Take special note of who is being killed in the dream. It could hold clues about what you are trying to get rid of so that you can begin the change. Old habits, negative thoughts, insecurity, low self-esteem, untidiness, drinking. Illness and suffering is a precursor to death in your dreams. It's a warning sign that an ending is about to occur. It may indicate that your physical health may need attention, so be observant about what type of illness it is and whether you are the one who is ill or someone else. It could represent an emotional problem you are experiencing in real life, or that a relationship needs healing. And guys, this is lit that we are asking this information, how to work with Gaia and nurture in dream time with creation. We just spoke about our metamorphosis and we received this card. Now, this is where I want to do some more healing with the energy of the opposites. This is where too, like, okay, people hear illness and they get fear, they get scared. Guys, I have had to work with illness and face it in order to transmute it, and it rejuvenated my health and saved my life. I was drinking so much and feeding so much off my impulses in a negative way. I was depleting myself. I went into organ failure and I had to come back, and I was in illness. And yeah, I was scared, but I faced those fears, and I faced the death template 4 times in order to come back to life. And every single time I faced that death template in order to create a new, I've gotten that much closer to my optimal health and to healing, and to learn how to heal through illness, sickness, death, and expand in order to create a new. And it is possible. These are the miracles. This is working. I mean, the shaman knows this. The shaman knows this. And this is beautiful. And this really is hit home. It's not your time till it's your time. You know, I've watched people come back to life. I've watched my dad come back to life because he put in his head it wasn't his time. You know, he's like, no. Doctors are like, you're gonna die. And he's like, no, I got 10 years left. And he came back to life. Until the doctors, you know, told him, like, no, you're gonna die. You're gonna die. And then he believed it. And then he died shortly after that. But I also believe it was his time. You know, it's all these things coming together to create the whole. It's not just one thing, guys. Remember, we're multidimensional. It's all these things strung together with the connection of the everything. And then, but yes, we still can separate things to look, oh, it was it. I had to pinpoint this. Gonna shift this here. You catching what I'm saying, guys? You catching what I'm saying? Okay, we're gonna end with some tarot because I feel called to end with some tarot. And then, if we have time, we're gonna hear from the moon deck because I mean that's why we're here today. We're here because we're prepping. We're prepping for this solar eclipse. All right. Where are we going? The Knave of Wands is here. So we have added the element of youth. We've got the Hierophants. Look, we've connected through the center point, the lower world, the upper world, through the center point, through the middle world. And we're moving on. And this is where we've accessed the 13 spheres of knowledge and we're expanding it with the masculine and we're sharing it. And guys, look, we're moving on. This is where we're doing it. There's two people praying in front of him. There's a connection to us coming together. Guys, it's like, okay, how we're coming together is like, we're not looking at each other anymore. We're looking to the divine. And that's the connection to the divine. Working with the mother and source energy. And it's activated the Knight of Wands, more firepower in Sagittarius season, and the Magician. We're going to manifest with action, thought. Remember, look, we've healed through the center point. Look at the infinity symbol, the lemon skate. We've put it all together. We have access to our ancient knowledge and wisdom, and we're going to expand with the Knave of Wands. No? Okay, I'm being called to go to the moon deck because I wanted to find out what this is. Guys, we're going to La Luna. What is this connected to? There it is. My emotions move through cycles and connect me to truth. There's our connections to the cycles, guys, and the moon. The inspiration for this reading today and what's happening during eclipse season. And I focus on what is working. Our activation with Sagittarius season. We're going to hit our mark. We're going to hit our aim. I focus on what is working. Emotions and thoughts are powerful. They can pull us in every direction if we're not aware of their strength. When we pay attention, we affirm our ability to more consciously direct them. In any moment, we can choose to make a positive shift and uplift our perspective. Focus on what is working in your life. Stop fixating on the imperfections. As soon as you notice your thoughts spiraling down, call it out and shift gears. Keep adjusting your mind to choose a better way. Align your emotions with thoughts that make you feel lighter and happier. Use your imagination if need be. Turn this into one of your most dedicated daily practices, and soon you'll experience incredible triumph. resiliency, and well-being. Go for progress, not perfection. Total harmony in the body is greatly dependent on balance in the mind. Think healthy thoughts. And that's it. And guys, and this is going to give us our strength. We need to think healthy thoughts. Okay, guys, where are we going? Where are we going?
Have a healthy step.
Yes. Uno momento. Give me a sec. Woo, guys! Burn down the house. Oh no, I'm going to burn down the cards. Look, we're healing from the devil. Right? With temperance. More connections to Sagittarius season. Alchemy. Working with the 2 cups, working with the water and the fire. Through the earth with the King of Coins. We're expanding through the earth. This is our connection to the lunar eclipse in Taurus, as well as Judgment. So here's our liberation. We're moving away from what no longer serves us, guys. Look at this imagery in the 6 of Swords. This is what I was called to use this deck today. And thank you to all the cards that are here today, guys. Thank you to all the cards. Wouldn't be here without these cards. Do you see we have the 6 of Swords and this one massive sword and then 5 other swords that are illuminated with the sun? This is the connection to the solar eclipse. The truth is being illuminated and what we need to shift away from, what we need to move away from in order to connect, to make connections. And there's the 6 of Cups. So we're going to use the Ace of Swords. It's clarity, guys. It's clarity in order to heal from our past and expand with love. Anew. With a new beginning. Love, light, and healing energy sent your way to create today, guys. I look forward to seeing you again soon when we expand during eclipse season. I love you all. I'm sending it to you, those good healing vibes. Until we meet again, take care.